There's a huge misconception about reading books, that reading books is useless, because when we can listen to a book summary in 10 minutes, then there is no point in reading a book for an entire week, which is completely wrong. So today, I am going to reveal 11 eye-opening benefits of reading books that you might not have considered before. We'll uncover how reading can boost your brain power, enhance your empathy, and even improve your mental health. By the end of this video, you'll see why incorporating reading into your daily routine could be the game changer you've been looking for. You don't need to be a bookworm or have hours to spare. These benefits are accessible to everyone, no matter your schedule. So let's start with the 11th life-changing benefit and discover why picking up a book might be the best decision you make today. Reading keeps the brain active and engaged in comprehending different words, characters, and certain scenes in a book. According to research, brain-stimulating activities like reading books and writing will preserve and improve your memory. One study discovered that people with good reading habits experienced a much slower memory loss than those who didn't read. Giving the brain a workout with a regular habit of reading will result in better brain health during older age, which we'll look into later in this video. The next benefit of reading books is it will motivate you. Books can open the doors to a new world. There are just so many things to read. There are stories, fiction, narratives, and some serious reads like literature, scientific breakthroughs, global events, and news. Take up anything that suits you. It is bound to motivate you. It unfolds some experiences that you might not have experienced personally. Reading inspirational books give you new ideas to implement in your own work or personal life. It increases your problem-solving capability and develop a more analytical mind. Self-care books help you with mental decluttering and provide advice on how to live. They will unlock the real potential within you and make you happy. It is just miraculous to see a few words bring such a stark change in your personality. But just getting motivated isn't enough, because this is where the 9th benefit comes in, which is reading books improves your vocabulary. Have you ever heard about the term the Matthew effect? Well, this term refers to a biblical verse which states the following: "Whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them." Translating this to a more modern way of saying, it would be something like, the richer get richer and the poor get poorer, which also is a concept that applies as much to vocabulary as it does with money. 2 studies confirm this claim. In one of them, researchers found that students who read regularly gradually developed larger vocabularies, which also influenced many other aspects of their lives, from scores on tests to job opportunities. And speaking of improving vocabulary, let's move on to the 8th benefit, that is reading books regularly helps to improve brain function in a variety of ways, such as concentration, decision-making, and critical thinking. Since reading engages different parts of the brain, it helps create stronger neural connections. Dr. Zaven Khachaturian, senior science advisor to the Alzheimer's Association, says that brain-challenging activities build a reserve of neuronal connections. This means that by doing certain mental exercises such as reading daily, it takes longer for the Alzheimer's process to destroy enough neurons for Alzheimer's symptoms to emerge. Now, because you read books and your brain function is improving, so your knowledge also expands drastically. There is a wealth of information to be found in books, fiction, and nonfiction. Some of the most successful people in the world credit their success with reading. You can grow and discover and make connections that you might not otherwise have made just by the simple act of picking up and opening a book. Basically, try to ingest as much information as you can. By reading a wide variety of books, or even deep diving into a specific topic that you find interesting, this helps you become more knowledgeable and helps you find things that really spark your interest. But the improvement of knowledge is not possible without the prevention of Alzheimer's disease, which is the next benefit of reading. Forgetfulness can creep into our daily lives in simple forms. Initially, you may forget where you put your car keys or where your favorite pair of socks is, but it does not take long until you start forgetting events and people. People who are academically involved in getting a formal education, even in later phases of life, show a slower cognitive decline. Take up a course at the community center or any online course that will elevate your skill set and keep that spark alive in your brain cells. Living long is not just adding years to your life, it is about being able to enjoy all those years. Now, the 5th benefit of reading is empathy. Canadian psychologists Raymond A. Marr, Keith Oatley, and Jordan Peterson conducted a study in 2009 explaining how they believed there was a link between people's empathy levels and their reading habits. To see if this was a possibility, They conducted a study where they showcased different genres of books, fiction and nonfiction, presented a list of authors to the subjects, and asked them a variety of questions in regards to their empathy levels. Through their findings, they were able to conclude that their subjects who read fiction seemed to have a higher level of empathy towards other people. The old saying, "Don't judge a person until you walk a mile in their shoes," is a great way to explain how books, especially fiction, make you look through the eyes of different characters and go through their triumphs and hardships alongside them. By being exposed to different worldviews and perspectives, fiction prompts us to experience the characters' feelings, experiences, and emotions. But there is another similar benefit that is even more useful for you. Reading broadens your imagination. Reading is a great way to exercise your mind and brain. All great ideas are born to the people who have taken up reading seriously. Albert Einstein also believed that regular readers had a greater imagination and were able to discover more than an average human who did not read much. Your imagination is the only thing that can limit your dreams. Scientists believe that reading stimulates the right side of the brain and opens up the mind to new possibilities. Research emphasizes starting this habit young in kids. Something as simple as reading out fairy tales to children can stimulate their left-sided brain. It helps in understanding verbal cues, comprehending and making a mental image of the situation, and analytically coming to different possibilities. Let's move on to the next benefit, which will make you fall in love with reading even more. Reading helps you to write better. Even if being a writer is not your ultimate dream, you should give reading a genuine try. We are constantly writing for jobs or special circumstances at work. Messages, letters, birthday cards, or even simple texting require you to write well. Reading different styles of other authors can improve your word choice and writing styles. The more you read, the more it will get reflected in your writing. All writers are avid readers. It helps them with a direction for their thought processes. However, there's another secret benefit of reading that almost all the successful people use, which is it helps improve your focus immensely. Unlike other forms of entertainment, like having TV on in the background or listening to a podcast on a run, reading requires 100% of your focus. By making sure you focus on what you are reading, you are working out your brain and making it stronger than it was before, therefore strengthening your concentration and focus. Many successful people are known for their insatiable love for reading and learning. People like Mindy Kaling, Jeff Bezos, Emma Watson, and Oprah all credit their love for reading as part of the reason they're successful. So if being successful is on your to-do list, make sure to take time to grab a book, settle in, and happy reading. But there is one last benefit that you need to know because it's a game changer. Reading improves your personality. Everyone wants to have more friends. Books can be your best friends, literally and figuratively. When you have more knowledge, you will be able to express your views on many topics. Naturally, people will be attracted to your charismatic personality. You can also join a book club to discuss your recent reads with like-minded people. It's a known fact that well-read personalities are always surrounded by people. You won't have to make excuses to leave a conversation. Instead, you'll always have something to add to it. You will be able to be friends with people having varied areas of interest, all because of reading from all spheres and genres. This can be especially important for introverts who are always shy to talk in front of people. Reading can help you to achieve your dream personality. If you prefer being in your own shell, reading still brings you good news. Reading satisfies the need for human connection and can give you the same vibe as social interactions. That is why so many people spend their me time with a book. They don't feel left out as they are still able to live a socially fulfilling life. But there's still a problem left. Most people, when they focus on reading, they also start focusing on their career, which is a good thing, but due to which they can't balance work, family, and fun, which is very important. So in order to solve that issue, you can watch this video in which I have explained the 6 strategies that will help you balance work, family, and fun easily. I would recommend you must watch it.